Hello and welcome to Breezy Chatter. Today I'm going to be talking about Temptation Island. This is season 4, episode 1, hosted by Mark Wahlberg. Temptation Island is not a new show. I know it used to be on back in the day. I think in the early 2000s it was on for a few seasons, and it was hosted by Mark Wahlberg. And he's very well known for hosting a lot of different shows. He hosted Moment of Truth, and here he is back doing Temptation Island because it's back again. And it's been on for a few seasons now, and this is season 4. And it is a social experiment where couples who are sort of at a crossroads and they're not certain if they should stay together or be apart get to know singles and decide if they really want to be with their partners or if they just want to separate. So let's talk about the 4 couples. We have Iris, who's 26. She's an entrepreneur. And we have Luke, who's 28. He is an e-commerce consultant. And they are both from Seattle, Washington. They've been together for about 5 years. And Iris says that when she met Luke, she knew he was the one. It was love at first sight. And Luke thinks that Iris is the total package. Iris has a hard time trusting Luke, and she finds text messages in his phone from other women, and they have broken up a couple of times. And Luke also says that Iris gets a lot of attention from other men, which makes him want to seek out attention from other women. So they are on the show to prove that their relationship is strong enough to go to the next level. And they've also said that the plan is not to cheat on each other. I feel like that word cheat is just too broad. What's cheating? Flirting? Kissing? Touching? I mean, we know when you go all the way, that's definitely a cheat. But can any of the other emotional attachments and things that could happen before you actually go all the way constitute as cheating? You guys tell me in the comments what you consider to be cheating on a significant other. And then we're going to move on to the next couple. We have Gillian. She's 21. She's a realtor. She's from Florida. We have Edgar. He's 23. He's an optician from Indiana. They've been together for about 3 years. They've met in college. They were college sweethearts. And they are at a crossroads in their relationship. And they feel like they should explore other people to see how secure their relationship is. And Gillian wants to know how single they're supposed to be. She's not sure where the line should be drawn. And Gillian also says that she's not confident marrying someone that she's been with since she was 17. So she really wants to explore and get to know other men. And she wants to see if Edgar is the one, or if she feels like there's something more out there that she needs or that she'd like in a partner. Then we have Ashley, who's 27. She's a content producer. And then we have Lasalle. He's 27 as well. He's a personal trainer, and they both hail from Queens, New York. So we got New York in the building. They've been together for 7 years, and they are on the show to test the strength of their love. Lasalle says that the next step from here is engagement, and they've never been in any other relationships or dates with anyone else. So they really want to see if they are absolutely right for each other. It sort of reminds me a little bit of the previous couple. They've only been with each other, so they're really trying to see if this is it, if this is enough for them. It's almost like saying that they want to sow their oats before they get married or before they become even more serious. And I don't know, I sort of feel like if this is the person for you, you shouldn't want to venture out and see other people. But it is what it is, and this is the show. So then we have Ash, who's 28, who's an artist and a writer, and she is in New York. And then we have Hanya, who's 31, and he is a landscape artist. He's in Santa Fe, New Mexico. They've been together for about 1.5 years. Now, Ash was in Santa Fe as well. I'm under that impression, but she's just recently moved to New York. And now they're trying to decide if a long distance relationship is right for them. And that's why they're on the show. Hanya would like to explore an open relationship since he's going to be so far away from Ash. They're not going to be in close proximity. He feels like that's the next best thing for them. So they're on the show to see if that's something that they can consider. And Ash did make a point of saying that she doesn't trust Hanya, but she believes that Hanya trusts her. So that sort of makes me feel like, okay, you don't trust him. What has he done to violate your trust? And it seems like maybe she's been more faithful in the relationship than he has. So all of the couples meet up with the host, Mark Wahlberg, and he shows them around. The guys have their own villa, the women have their own villa. And then the couples sit together and they get to meet the 12 single men and the 12 single women that their partners are going to be living with and getting to know. So when the singles present themselves, they each go up and approach the couples and they introduce themselves and they hit them with a one-liner. It's usually something seductive from the ladies, something funny from the guys. It's really cute. You know, they sort of get to see who their partners are going to be interacting with. So after the couples get to meet the 12 single men and the 12 single women that their partners are going to get to know, the men go to their villa and the women go to their respective villa, and there's a mixer and they get to talk to the singles. So we have Ash, and she's connecting with an attractive man. His name is James. And she explains to James that Hanya describes her to people or refers to her as his friend. Not his woman, not his lady, not his girlfriend. She's just a friend. And James, he was kind of shocked at that. And it clearly bothers her that she mentioned it to James. And I think that Ash kind of already knows what time it is between her and Hanya. I think she knows that Hanya does not refer to her as his girlfriend. And she's sort of in a situationship with him. He's not really her man. So not for nothing, I don't even know why they're on this show, because they're not together. If he won't even refer to her as his girlfriend, what are they doing? Sounds like a situationship. And then we have Hanya, and we see him, and he's sitting with 3 women, and he's telling them that he's an out of sight, out of mind kind of guy. He said he is all about the here and now. So if you're not here right now, it's hard for me to connect with you. So I think as long as Ash is not in the picture or not around, anybody who's around him is fair game. He's down for whatever. So she's in this trying to see if it can work out, especially since now she's in New York and he's still in Santa Fe. But it's quite clear that Hanya just wants to do his thing. So we know that Ash is sort of setting herself up for embarrassment because Hanya does not care. It's quite clear. This is out the gate. He's already telling the ladies, I'm down. And then we have Luke. He's talking to the ladies also, and he's telling them that if his girlfriend cheats on him, then he has free reign to do whatever he wants to do. So it sounds like he's looking for an angle or an opening so that he can do him. I think for some of these guys, this is an opportunity for them to just let loose and do what they really want to do, or do things that they're either already doing in the relationship, which is cheating, or they want to do things that they have not been doing because they're trying to be committed to the relationship. So the couples do have one last dinner together before they are separate and getting to know the singles. The host tells the couples if there's anything important that they want their significant other to know, they need to tell them now, because this is the last time they're going to see them before it's decision day, before they decide we're going to be together and we're going to be stronger than ever, or I'm chucking you the deuces, you disrespected me. That sort of sums up episode 1. I'm looking forward to episode 2, and I'm just looking forward to this whole season. It's going to be quite interesting. Last season was full of drama, and this season is going to be full of drama as well. And that is my commentary. If you liked it, hit like, subscribe, and leave comments. Thank you for your time. Until next time, ta-ta.